is swirling around the NBA. Boston, Washington, even back here in Toronto. Outscored San Antonio 72-39. And the strong take by Keldon Johnson.
Works out pretty well.
Barnes and a turnover. Here's Johnson with a jumper, and he sticks it.
Works out pretty well.
Barnes and a turnover. Here's Johnson with a jumper, and he sticks it. Barnes backing in on Keldon Johnson. The others. And a free throw.
Well, you look at Fred VanVleet. You have Gary Trent Jr. on your team right now. But what did you trade to get him? A guy who was a later second-round pick in Norm Powell.
Trent Jr. navigating. Shot doesn't go. Keep it alive. Johnson with it on the attack. The reverse. Nice move by Johnson. Tonight they travel to Detroit, take on the Pistons. Fred, jumper doesn't go. And Johnson brings it across the timeline.
Thad Young, Chris Boucher, they were sensational in the win in Memphis. And
Collins backing in. And Johnson, the corner three doesn't go. Jack 7 for 7. 18 points, a season high in any quarter this season. Keldon Johnson across the timeline. Hernan Gomez, the defender, misses side of it. Barnes along with Trent Jr., Achua, Malachi Flynn, and Boucher. Jab step, jumper over former Raptor Stanley Johnson. And credit to Stanley Johnson, continuing to work, staying in the league. Crossover behind the back, kicks it. He'll swing at Achua. Precious attacking Stanley Johnson in a reach-in foul.
So I want to play with the 36-minute time limit. So far the league has denied me 48. So I want to play with the 36-minute time limit. So far the league has denied me.
Raptors having a tough night. He's got to knock that down.
Koloko can't finish at the other end. Siakam met him at the rim. Here come the Spurs. Stanley Johnson bodies over Siakam. Hits the back heel.
Practice facilities and watching on video different guys they might have interest in. So you kind of want to trade for a healthy guy.
And sends it to Pascal. Siakam in the paint. First shot that he's missed.
And Conley, and time to change the look.
Yep. Denial by Richardson. Branham on the drive. Comes up short. Batted around. We have a couple more birthdays coming up.
Figured to get them all.
It's that time of the year.
Got 4 people hooked up. Figured to get them all.
It's that time of the year.
Got 4 people hooked up.
Siakam stripped. Here's Richardson. And Richardson with a 3, and it's a 1-point game. VanVleet, fierce determination. Johnson lets it fly, too strong. Raptors lead by 3.
At 3 o'clock, then I got to do the post-game show. So my
You'll be fine.
My man Randy Urban better have me set up.
Miami doesn't have a game on Sunday. 63-56. Trent Jr. will change of direction. Elbow J. Doesn't go. Johnson with a rebound. Richardson. Good job by Trent Jr. And on a switch. Johnson deep 3. How about that? Keldon Johnson, 33% in the season, but he shot that.
Teamwork. Togetherness.
Raptors in the third, 4 or 5 from 3. Defense on the inside, batted away.
He had 3 straight games, though, with multiple threes, right? And he only had 2 of them in January, so he's stroking it a little bit better here this month.
Richardson, Roby, Johnson, Achua with it.
He's had years to manipulate the game the way that LeBron has throughout his years. Takes a high level to do so. Beautiful thing to watch in 20 years of basketball for LeBron.
He's the only one to do that. There's Boucher. And a reach-in foul on a McDermott.
It's just so I think people get too caught up and obsessed with that stuff. And look, we all have friends from all different. Every generation blames the generation before, right? These guys are amazing.
And that they are. And after shooting 47%, San Antonio up to 44%. Johnson, shot no. Boucher. And beats Diop.
I think we'll see Russell Westbrook in a Utah Jazz uniform here on Friday night.
There's up 12. When a team's lost 9 in a row, 14 to 15, go back to the ones you know.
I think that's the only one I know. And Mercy, right? That's thank you.
99-84. And then Johnson attacking.
Another language to another level. Profanity?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a language, but a little salty on the...
That's been great since the calendar turned to 2023. Here's Boucher on the attack and the finish. They out-rebounded 6 of their 7 opponents on the road trip. They were plus 53. Right? And you know that so many of their points come second chance opportunities.
He comes in, man, and he puts his stamp on the game.
And a foul. Boucher. Johnson at the free throw line. It's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, if anything happens.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Kawhi, and then also the Marc Gasol deal.
I'll give you a fourth one.
Yeah, Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay was
you're right. That started it all.
Transformative transaction.
Wesley denied by Achua under a minute to go.
Great defense, moving the feet, setting up the block.
Boucher's fouled in the act.